Hi, this is Sandra Sadowski of Medievalist.net, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Jayden Wood's brand new book, Godric the Kingslayer. It's a volume 2 of the Sons of Mercia. Just trying to get that for you there. Oops, sorry guys. There we go. Yep. So it's volume 2 of the Sons of Mercia, which followed initially the story of historical figure Edric of Striona, Edric the Grasper, one of the most villainous traitors in English history. And this is the story of his son, Godric, and his adventures in England and in Denmark. And basically, it's a great book. I actually really enjoyed it a lot more than Edric, which is it's kind of funny because I thought I would have enjoyed Edric more and not be so hot on the sequel, but actually the sequel's very good. Part 3 is going to be Edric the Wild, and that doesn't get released till 2012, and I'm actually excited to read that because that will be a bit an offshoot of another relative of Edric and Godric. So Godric is Edric's son. He's a fictional character, and meaning that yes, Edric had a son, and apparently the son was there to he helped him assassinate King Edmund Ironside. But the beauty of this is that there isn't very much written about Edric's actual son, so Jayden Woods was able to sort of create Godric from scratch and sort of build her own story about him, and while setting him still in a very historical period, and so it worked really well for me, and I actually really enjoyed the book. Godric's, the poor guy, has the absolute worst luck in the world. He starts off at the age of 9 with his father Edric still alive, and he helps him assassinate the king, King Edmund, and basically from there this follows the repercussions of that moment in his life, and then a whole bunch of, without giving, I see it's very hard, I don't want to spoil anything, without giving away too much, about a series of very unfortunate events in his life. Nothing seems to go right for this poor guy. Godric, basically, after helping Edric assassinate King Edmund, you know, his father dies shortly thereafter. He's murdered by Canute. And, you know, Godric loses his eye. It's carved out. As you can see, it's not really a spoiler because he's wearing, whoops, he's wearing an eye patch in the picture. So this 9-10-year-old boy helps his father do a heinous crime, then gets his eye ripped out, loses his family. He doesn't. He's a bastard, so the way he's treated by Edric's original wife, Edith, is horrible. Her children hate him. He hates them. He doesn't have really a friend in the world except Thorkel the Tall, who takes him under his wing, and he becomes a Jomsviking. And he wants to impress Thorkel because he has a lot of respect for him. I think Thorkel's one of the only people he really respects in the book, and he tries to take on the Viking way. And the whole thing about this book is that Godric's whole purpose in life after this moment, from the age of 9, is to get revenge on Canute. So his whole book, basically, his whole life is like this, his personal vendetta, and all the unfortunate things that happened to him along the way to try and get there, and then, you know, without saying too much, coming to a realization that, hey, you know, maybe this personal vendetta is not the best thing for me. Like Edric, he's not lucky in love either. He does fall for someone, but that doesn't quite work out as well. So he's not exactly fortunate in friends and in love. He has a few people that try to reach him, but not to much avail, and he goes through a lot of hardship. It's very hard to say because there's so much that happens in this book, and saying too much, I'm going to give away the events that take place. But suffice to say, Godric's a complex character. He's very angry. This guy would need anger management in our day and age. Serious anger management classes. Anyways, and I love the historical aspect of it. Of course, it's written during the early part of the 11th century, so it's great to see. You know, we have characters like Canute and Edric, although short-lived, and Edith and Queen Emma, and so it's really well written in the terms of how Jayden wove the character of Godric, who's, like I said, fictional, but cleverly kind of interwoven into actual historical, the actual history that's behind this book. And I did, like I said, I really enjoyed this much more. It's fast-paced, it's violent, it's brutal, it's very much, you know, unfair for the things that Godric goes through. He has a rather horrible time at life, but it's a great read. I mean, it's great to watch him go through this vendetta, this revenge quest of his, and then only to, you know, towards the end, you know, realize some things and sort of eventually grow as a person. You know, because in the beginning of the book, Edric gives him some very poignant advice, but then after all the things that happened to him, you know, losing his father, losing an eye, having no one, he just kind of really scraps Edric's advice and just is like, kill, 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 murder, kill, revenge. And that's, you know, that's okay. But it's a great book. It's, you know, it's kind of like written in more, I'd say it's like got like a fantasy kind of tinge to it, the style of the writing. But I like that because I'm a fantasy nerd. So if it's written kind of like fantasy-esque, I'm in my happy place. I really enjoyed it, and I think you will too. So if you get a chance, pick this up. It's Godric the Kingslayer by Jayden Woods. It's the second volume of the Sons of Mercia edition. It's a fantastic, it's a quick read, you know, about 500 pages, but you actually go through it really quickly. There's a lot of action and everything, and I recommend it. It's great. Yeah, it's a really good book, and guys, pick it up and enjoy. And thanks for tuning in. I'm going to do a little bit more of an in-depth written review and post that up on the site shortly. So thank you for joining me, and please pick up Godric the Kingslayer. Thank you.